Fat. What's your reaction when you hear this word fat? Today in this video we're gonna discuss about different kind of fats which we consume on a daily basis, which fat is good, bad and worse, and what is the reason behind that. And then we're gonna talk about some major bad fat foods that we include in our diet and how we can easily replace them with good fat foods which will not only help us in reducing our body fat but will also help us in keeping our heart healthy. So without wasting more time, let's get started. Hi friends, welcome to Healthy Lifestyle. I am Aparna. First thing, we should understand that not all fats cause heart diseases or are injurious. In fact, most fats are required for normal body functions, especially brain functions, but of course in adequate amount, and those good fats actually helps in decreasing the risk for cardiovascular diseases. Guys, fat is as essential as protein and carbohydrates in order to fuel our body with energy. But we need to be smart enough to analyze that how much fat we should consume on a daily basis and what should be the proportion of good fat and bad fat in our diet. So let's quickly hop on to understand the types of fats. There are two types of fats found in our food, saturated and unsaturated. But no food is ever exclusively one type of fat. There is always a combination of different types of fats, and we need to balance our diet in such manner that we consume good fat more as compared to bad fat. There is one more type of fat which is usually man-made, and that is trans fat. Let's discuss each of these types in a simple way. Unsaturated fat, commonly known as good fat, and the reason behind that is because it increases good cholesterol level in our body. That is HDL cholesterol, high density lipoprotein, and reduces bad cholesterol, which is known as LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein. Let's just ignore these medical terms as of now. All I'm trying to say is eating foods that contain unsaturated fats not only improves our blood cholesterol level, in fact, it also helps in reducing inflammation, building stronger cell membranes in our body, and decrease our risk for cardiovascular diseases. Mostly foods that are liquid at room temperature contains unsaturated fat. Example, vegetable oil. But these are also presented in some solid foods like dry fruits, seeds, fishes, etc. Unsaturated fats are of two types, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, and both are heart healthy fats. To consume monounsaturated fats, you can include nuts like almonds, cashews, peanuts in your daily diet. Use vegetable oils like olive oil, peanut oil while preparing food. Can have butter, specifically peanut butter or almond butter. You can also have avocados or avocado oil. To consume polyunsaturated fats, or I should say essential fats, because our body can't make them naturally, and we need them from foods which are high in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. So you can include some fatty fishes like salmon, trout, herring in your diet, and if you don't eat fish, then you can find omega-3 in flax seeds, walnuts and canola oil. For omega-6 fatty acids, you can have tofu, walnuts, seeds like watermelon, muskmelon, pumpkin seeds. All these seeds are high in omega-6. And you can also use vegetable oils like corn oil, sunflower oil and soya bean oil to prepare food. Now let's talk about saturated fat, commonly known as bad fat. And the only reason behind this is because saturated fat stimulates our liver to increase bad cholesterol level, which gets stuck in our arteries and block them. And if your diet contains too much saturated fat, it can lead to an increase in body weight and the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Most of the products that contain saturated fat are compact and solid at room temperature. Example, high fat meats and dairy products like red meat, which includes beef, pork, lamb, etc. High fat dairy foods like whole cream milk, butter, cheese, sour cream, ice cream, tropical oils like coconut oil, palm oil. Palm oil is taar ka tel. So we just need to learn our intake of saturated fat, which will ultimately help us to reduce the amount of bad cholesterol in our body. But that doesn't mean that we have to give up all the food items we love. and start eating green leafy vegetables for the rest of our life. No, we just need to eat a properly balanced diet, limiting foods which are high in saturated fat and replacing them with those products which supplies more friendlier fat. Now let's talk about the third kind of fat, trans fat, which is commonly known as the worst fat. And it's really important to be aware of this kind of fat. This one is the unhealthiest of all because it not only increases bad cholesterol in our body, but along with that it showers negative impact on good cholesterol level, which has the most detrimental effect on our blood vessels. This type of fat is mostly found in partially hydrogenated oil products. How industries add trans fat in our food items? Because mostly unsaturated fats are less stable, so many manufacturers add hydrogens and change the equation of hydromolecules to make them more saturated through a process known as partial hydrogenation. So when we increase the hydrogen molecules in any oil, it becomes hydrogenated oil and creates trans fat. It is mainly used in industrial products for frying or for baking because it influences the taste. Also, it prolongs the shelf life of that product. And the most important thing, it becomes cheap in price. Do you guys know that in 2018, World Health Organization said that there is certain ingredient which is not at all beneficial for a human body and asked to ban this from global food supply. Why? Because every year, millions of people are getting ill by consuming these trans fatty acids and are even dying. It can cause an increase in heart diseases, heart attacks, obesity, inflammation, mood swings, dementia, or other psychological problems. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India made some rules that firstly, overall content of trans fat in food items should not be more than 5%. And secondly, it's mandatory to declare the quantity of trans fat on the product labels so that consumers can avoid. Even if you are slim and look wise and consuming trans fat, then eventually you never know, you might face some serious illness going forward. You can easily check the amount of trans fat in packaged foods at the Nutrition Facts panel or by reading ingredient lists and check where it says partially hydrogenated oil. Don't act foolish by thinking if a product you are buying from supermarket is safe enough to consume. It's really important to have sufficient knowledge about these facts, and next time you buy any product, just ignore the front of packaging and always read the ingredient list. Some foods where you will see high amount of trans fat are donuts, baked products like cakes, pie crust, biscuits, cookies, crackers, spreads, frozen pizza, deep fried fast foods, French fries, etc. Okay guys, now let's quickly talk about some bad fat food items and how we can easily replace them with good fat food items. Let's start with fried fast foods such as fried chicken, French fries, hamburgers, etc. can all hold high level of trans fat as these are often cooked in vegetable oils which may contain trans fat and its content increases every time the oil is reused for frying. It can be hard to avoid fried foods, so better we should limit our intake altogether. The second one is microwavable popcorn. Popcorn is a healthy snack food, however some varieties of microwavable popcorn hold trans fat which keeps the oil solid until the popcorn bag is microwaved. To avoid this, choose brands and products that don't contain partially hydrogenated oil or make your own popcorn. It's simple and cheap. Now the third one is chips, namkeen, biscuits. Indians have this tendency of eating chips or namkeen or different kind of biscuits as snacks which contains high amount of saturated fats. You can easily replace them with nuts and seeds as these contain unsaturated fats and fiber which are beneficial for our health. The next one is whole cream milk. Remove fat or cream from milk or either use skimmed, toned or double toned milk. Red meat. You can easily replace this with skinless chicken or fish, but only a few days in a week. Lastly, butter or coconut oil. Instead of using this, you can replace them with canola oil or olive oil. So guys, these are just few examples, but to summarize quickly, there should be 0% intake of trans fat as it is harmful for our health. As per American Heart Association, Saturated fat should not be more than 5 to 6% of total daily calories, as they aren't as healthy as monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. And lastly, unsaturated fats are the healthiest one and essential for our body. But it's still crucial to moderate the daily intake of these fats, as all fats are high in calories and consuming too much can ultimately lead to weight gain. One more thing I would like to add before saying goodbye, that be cautious about those foods and drinks that claim to be fat-free or low in fat, because many of these products contain added sugars and refined carbohydrates to replace fats. So friends, that's all for this video. I hope you found it to be helpful. If you like this video, then please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you never miss a video from me. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.